Network Entertainment.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tawalets with Spit. And we actually have someone here who wasn't in the past few episodes because we only get to see her a few times a year. And this is Happy. Hey, Happy.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Ganyan, tama. Perfect. And if you're wondering if Happy is really like this, yes, she is. 100%. 100%. So Haps, hello, welcome back.
Hi, welcome back.
Ding,
Welcome
ding,
home.
ding. So happy that you are here and performing with us. So every time she comes back home from Sydney, Australia, she gets to perform with us and she's very involved in everything. So first of all, why aren't you here anymore?
Why am I not here? Migration. Yung migration. Do we know this phenomena of migration? Phenomena. It's a funk phenomena.
Parang sa ibon,
Ibon?
migration.
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. So I migrated to Sydney 2017. I got married, moved there. And now I'm there and here. So that's the reason why I left. But I still continue doing improv in Sydney. Like I feel like it was always I think it's also because I'm always in denial and avoidant. Like I don't want to say goodbye to
Yeah.
things. So I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to everything as long as I can.
Yeah, and you're actually creating new things in Australia in the improv theater community. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, why not? So I have an all Filipino group in Sydney called Philo Talk. So we're all Filipinos. Some of us migrated from the Philippines. Some of them are from Third World Improv who also migrated, and then some of them are Filipinos who grew up in Australia. And then we kind of formed the group. My intention was sort of to just decolonize the scene because it's very white. Yeah,
I understand.
it's very white. So I just felt that improv was such a big thing, is such a big thing in the Philippines, and I feel like when you say in the global stage, like improv, the immediate associations are always the US, Chicago, the UK, or Canada. It's very Western centric. And I'm like, but we have improv in the Philippines. And now, parang nakakatawa kasi pinag-usapan kami nung isang guy, he watches a lot of theater shows. He's puti. And tinatagalog ko na lang para hindi nila maintindihan. As if,
Manood man sila.
yeah.
Correct.
So, parang sabi niya, oh, I'm gonna watch my friend's show. She does Filipino improv. And then the other guy was like, oh, is that a thing? And I'm like, hell yeah, it's a thing, mother. Yeah. So yes, it's a thing. So that was part of the reason why I wanted to do it. I really feel that Filipino improv is a real thing. Like it has a different dynamic. Your relationship to the audience is also very different. The way you design your shows is very much with the audience. It's not about creating like, oh, I'm gonna go on stage para magpatawa ako. It's really more. It really feels like a community setting. So, I did like improvised pamamanhikan where all audience members who came in were endowed as family members. So as they come in, we're like, oh, tito, ganyan. And then one side is the groom's family, the other side is the bride's family. And then they decide kung magpapakasal sila, kung matutuloy ang kasal or hindi. So things like that, we get to do. We also played with mga like Halloween themes. So nung Halloween, we had a show na about superstitions, Filipino superstitions. So really, really using Filipino contemporary culture into our improv performances.
I love that.
Meron akong follow-up question.
Aba,
So, marami ring Pilipino na nanonood
Yes.
sa live.
Yes.
Kamusta ang reception nila?
I I really love Filipino audience. And I think I said this before also in one of the interviews that I honestly think Filipino improv audiences are the best in the world because they are so engaged. They are so invested in the characters. Na at one point, so one of our shows, The Pamamanhikan, one of the guys who watched, syempre, he was an actor also, musical theater actor. Syempre, one of the guys of Miss Saigon. Kayo naman ang ano natin eh, Miss Saigon actors. And then like,
Exports na.
yes, exactly. Well, soon, improv. Yeah.
Hey.
So Miss Saigon cast siya dati, but he's in Sydney na. He sang along. And sinecond voice niya yung improvised song kasi parang after nagkatuluyan, he sang along and then syempre very musical theater voice pa. So it's very very I really love it. And then we had like someone from the Filipino food movement there. She volunteered her daughter to do set design. So I have pansit palabok prop piece. So it's a prop. My next goal is a lechon. Lechon na prop. So things like that. And then one thing about Filipino audiences also, after the show, they stay. As in, they talk amongst each other and then take pictures, syempre. And then really, it's really like a house party.
When you weren't playing, because this is a nice group that you were able to put together. You were able to exchange ideas. How can we make this more Filipino? Were you performing with non-Filipinos, and what was that like?
Trick question ba to? No. Okay, so this is when I was first there, I was performing with the community, the improv community in Sydney. And of course it's mixed, but karamihan syempre it's all mga people from there, not a lot of Filipinos. Usually I was the only Filipino on stage with them. And I think I didn't clock it until maybe 2 years in na something was missing. Parang I was like, I felt that show was fun. Like we did a parody show of Law and Order. I felt like it was really, really fun, but I wasn't creatively satisfied. Like I love them, they're all my friends. We're all very good friends, but there was something was missing. Yuck. So I realized it was because kahit na marunong ako mag-English, I'm still a bilingual person. And even without me consciously doing it, you're actually, when you're performing just in English, you silence a part of yourself, which is my Filipino side. And that's all unconscious. Kasi it's not like, hindi naman ako nagsastruggle sa English. Kaya ko naman makisabay sa kanila. But, because of that, parang nawawala I forgot all those characters na like the Matrona character. The soul, yeah. So that's why I decided to form Philo Talk. Because I was like, my goal is just to step on stage and start the scene in Tagalog. And I don't care if no one will understand. I'm doing it for myself. And so I did that. And then it completely changed. I was, parang bumalik ako sa, like, I forgot. I used to do this character, like the Filipino kid, the Catholic jokes, the mga matrona jokes, the tita characters. It all parang unleashed. Yeah, exactly. Unleashed. And then I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much of this I suppressed. But again, you're not conscious of it eh. Kasi you're like, I can speak naman in English eh. This is still me. Pero,
makikisabay ako
yeah,
sa trip
yeah.
nila.
Yeah, and also kasi yung code switching, if you're bilingual, that's natural. Now, that serves your character. If your character is a Filipino matrona, 'di ba? Natural may
Character lang yun ah.
Oh, character.
Yeah.
It serves the code switching serves the
Yes.
character, but if you're speaking purely in English because your audience is English speaking, you're serving the audience.
Yes.
So, iba yun.
Yeah.
Magkaiba. Not saying one is better than the other. It's just that napakalaking change yun. So, parang that kahit seemingly small change has a big effect.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not to say that speaking from your truth as a Filipino alienates your audience. Actually, parang nagulat ako kasi after that Philo Talk show, I really did that with the intention of, I don't care if they don't understand me. I'm doing this for myself. But it went so well. Like everyone was laughing, and there were there was only 2 other Filipinos there. One of them was my husband, and the other one was the photographer. But everyone else was puti. And then after the show, a French guy came up to me and said, I could super relate to your scenes because he grew up in a small town in France that was also super heavily Catholic. So those characters of the mga strict parents or the Catholic guilt, it's there, and that's relatable. Dami naman Katoliko sa mundo. So that was eye-opening for me. Na you don't have to try and adjust who you are to fit the perceived image of what improv is or what theater is or what comedy is. It goes back to our values nga of you speak your truth, you play your truth. And so I had to create that space for myself.
Yeah. I find that really interesting because it reminds me of when we had the Manila Improv Fest and there were South American performers from different countries because they are able to perform in a way that, let's say, if they're speaking Spanish, we still understand what's going on.
Yes.
Because it's very truthful. So
Yeah.
that reminds me of that. I didn't realize that that was something that you would suppress.
Even the Japanese groups
Yes.
who perform in improv festivals where
Correct.
even yung improvisation of AE and Carl. And that wasn't even the first time that we saw a Japanese improv group perform purely in Japanese. Sa iba rin, I think when we went to Beijing, ganun din. And ang eto yung performance namin eh. Why would we change it? Parang yun yung reason behind it.
Yeah, and the Japanese girls that came
Yes,
here.
I remember that. Yun yung gustong-gusto kong rule sa improv festival natin because perform ka ng foreign language.
yes.
Sige, it's okay. Walang problema about it. Yung Japanese group, grabe, nag-iyakan yung mga tao. Wala kami naintindihan sa ginawa. Pero somehow, alam mo na kung ano nangyayari. So, nag-iiyakan kaming lahat nung nanonood. So, ang ganda nun. So, you don't have to have a know-how on the language kahit konti. Basta naiintindihan mo lahat. Nagtatranscend.
And it gets very relatable. And a lot of people feel like improv, well, in my experience, because I did improv in America, and when they say do characters, they go a little
Extra?
Hey guys,
not just that, they will go with a different accent, and I'm just like, what?
I'm an alien.
Ibang-iba, and I kind of, it's strange to me because performances like that may be funny, but I'm not moved by it. Yes. Diba?
Yeah.
Because there has to be a lot of truth.
Ganda nun. You're not moved by it. It's funny, it's entertaining, pero hindi siya tagos hanggang buto, di ba?
At saka hindi mo sila lalapitan. Great! Okay naman. Yay!
Yeah, it's very
Outward.
external, outward. They don't draw from inside.
Correct.
Pero I think us, it's baliktad. Filipino, super, Diyos ko, level 1, nag-iiyakan na sila. Di ba, level 1, lahat na ng scenes about breakup. And when I was teaching in Australia, I also taught improv in Australia, siguro mga level 4, may lalabas na konting truth. So I think there's a cultural thing also about how easily they can confront or express their emotions. Maybe some like to deflect it and are avoidant and will therefore go outward, whereas others are able to confront their emotions and therefore yung scenes nila hugot agad. Level 1, day 1. Diba?
For reference, level 1 of Third World Improv, which is our improv school.
Yes. Term opening soon.
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin yan, madrama lang talaga tayo mga Pilipino.
Oo.
Di ba? Yun talaga eh.
Yeah.
Madrama. And it's entertaining drama. Hindi yung drama-drama lang na
Hindi yung pinilit na drama.
hindi yung pinilit na drama.
Pati yung mga telenovela, pati yung mga drama sa radyo, talagang iyakan levels. Biro mo, nagpa-plancha lang, tapos biglang drama, iyakan yung pinapanood, yung pinapakinggan mo. Madrama talaga tayo.
Ang ganda nung yung nagpa-plancha tapos nanonood ng telenovela. Di ba yung afternoon? I don't know now because I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV
A lot
anymore.
don't have TVs
Yeah.
anymore.
So we don't do they still have telenovela sa hapon?
Yes.
Meron pa,
Yes.
meron pa.
Also, sa tanghali, nakikinig ako sa
Radio drama.
Sa radio drama. Kasi, nandun pa siya.
Ikaw
Alive
yung
and
target
well.
market.
Target market.
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia,
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
and together we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
Ah. But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever really. Whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors, directors.
And of course, infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
What I find super interesting is that all of us know all of this now, our characters and how true we can be in scenes. But we did not start out that way. So can you tell me a bit about your journey through improv? How has it changed? Ba't ka natatawa?
Wala, parang looking at my past self, I'm like, I was watching a video of us once. I'm like, oh, my blocking's so off. Yuck feeling. I was like, come on, Abby, be sure of your movements.
But also because how long have you been with Spit?
Since the year, when did you join?
06.
So I'm 07.
Yun. Tagal na
So
rin.
2020, anong year na ba ngayon? 2025 minus 2017. 2025 minus 2017. Lalabas yung answer sa screen. So that's the year I joined, the one here on the screen.
Yes.
So baka that's 16 years ba yun or something. So I think I got into improv because I watched Spit in Magnet Katipunan. And
Same.
yeah.
Same.
Kami ni Chester din. And
Yeah.
Monica.
Diba? Magnet Katipunan.
2006.
2007, I watched it with my brother because he was like, I think you're gonna like this, ganyan.
Because your brother is my friend.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Her
ikaw yung may intention manood. Sinama ka lang.
Oo.
Well,
And my brother Gino, he was like, I think you'll like this. So I went to watch, and then of course I liked it. And then actually nakilala ko si Monica because Monica and I used to do radio together. Yeah.
FM, yeah.
Yeah, so I remembered Monica, and then I knew you were closer to my brother, so I knew of you lang, but I didn't know who you were pa. And then I remember I was so blown away. I was like, what is happening? Like, I love this, whatever this is. I love it. And then I was so kilig kasi nakapagtanong pa ako ng question kay Oracle. And ang ganda pala ng feeling na yon kapag, uy, nakatanong ako, nakaisa ako. Ganyan. Like, yes. So, I remember that's my first show. I asked a question to the Oracle, and then I was so blown away. And then bilang, Bibo kid, I wrote Gabe, or who, I think,
you applied?
I applied.
Ah.
Yeah. Actually, I think I messaged Monica, and then Monica said, you have to talk to Gabe. So I asked Gabe, hi. And I said, I didn't even say, hi, can I join? I said, I'm so interested in this. Can I sit in your rehearsals? So I didn't even say, uy, sali ako dyan. I was just like, I just want to see. Parang kasi,
Hindi yung, uy, nakakatawa rin na ako. Bagay ako dyan.
Pwede ako dyan.
Bagay ako dyan. Pwede ako dyan.
You
Sali
said
ako.
the right words.
Yes.
Those are the right
so I
words.
was like, I just want to observe because I'm so blown away by this thing, improv. Like, there was zero awareness of improv back then. Hindi naman zero. Siguro in my echo chamber. That was the first
wala
time.
talaga.
Yeah.
In 06,
Yeah.
the Philippines did not know
Except
improv.
if you watched Whose
Mga
Line
ano
Is
na.
It Anyway?
Mga 24 lang.
No, pero diba, even if you watched Whose Line Is It Anyway, cable yon. That doesn't get
Yeah.
Yeah.
a
It
whole-
wasn't, yeah.
Cable.
cable, Star World, diba? Wala na.
Channel, ganun.
Star World.
Yeah. So I messaged, and then I think Gabe replied and said, sure, come to our rehearsals. And he gave me when. And then he said, actually, just for reference, can I see your CV? It wasn't really parang application. He was just like, so I know who you are and what your background is. And then yun, so I sent my CV. I was in college pa din eh. Then parang, yun. Then during the rehearsals, I said, I'm just gonna watch. And then I think the people there, I forgot who was there, but they were like, no, in improv, you can't just watch. You have to join. So, pinang-warm up niyo na ako agad-agad. And
Was
then I
I
was
there?
like,
Your first
parang.
Okay.
Tapos in Gabe's house pa eh.
Trying to
Kasabay
remember.
mo si Maliksi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I just say, I'd like to add to that. So Gabe would get the CVs of
Yeah.
people who wanted to come. And I remember distinctly, he got Maliksi because he found Maliksi's CV so weird. Sabi niya, tingnan mo to. Track and field pero what's his
Walkathon. He was a champion
and he was like
walkathoner.
champion walkathon tapos nag-training pa in the military and
Yeah.
parang he was just like, this is a strange person, we have to have him here.
Strange naman talaga.
Totoo.
In a good way.
Batchmate, love you, Mal. Love
Yes,
you, Mal.
and props. I mean, that was Gabe's way of really integrating people of different walks
Yeah.
of life. Really just like, okay,
Yeah.
we got a weird one. Let's
Yeah.
go with this one.
Yeah.
So, I
Siguro ako
appreciate
yung
that.
token lasalista.
Maybe.
Kasi lahat kayo Ateneo.
Ikaw lang ba, Lasal?
Hindi, Pepe also.
Si Pepe.
Pepe Sasal. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I think that time also I was courtside reporter. I used to be a courtside reporter. UAAP season 69. Yeah, kung na natin sabihin. I don't know. I think it's like season 80 plus now.
Okay.
But I was a
been a while.
courtside reporter. I used to do radio, ganyan. So that was what was in my CV.
Yes.
Yeah, then no turning back. So I was really, theater was not my background, but like hosting and like live parang
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Parang I think I was attracted to
Basketball player.
basketball player, number 12, Ferrari.
Para si Aaron din, basketball player.
Yes.
Oh, ang
Sa
galing ni
space.
Aaron. Ang galing ni
So,
Aaron.
intindihan niya
I
lahat.
mean,
Ang tawag dyan.
shoot.
Uy, tama.
Oh. Tama.
Point
Player.
guard. Center. Matangkad ka eh.
Correct.
Center. Yeah.
Diba? That's why I know.
Oy, varsity ako grade 5.
Basketball?
Yes.
Okay.
For real?
I really was.
So, meron ka palang creds talaga. Maging
Oo naman.
courtside
Oo,
reporter.
oo.
Okay.
Tsaka inaral ko talaga. Because when I auditioned the first time, I didn't know anything. I didn't know the UAAP players. But I knew how to play basketball. My brother was a big Michael Jordan fan. So, akong ginawa niyang Scottie Pippen. So
Kilala mo yon?
Oo naman.
Oo,
okay,
number 33, Chicago
that
Bulls.
era, I
Oo.
know all of them. Barkley, Larry Bird. That's
Wow.
the Space Jam players. I know all of them.
Si Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Lola,
Yan,
diba? Si Taz.
Daffy Duck.
Si Taz.
Si Taz. I mean, that's the basketball team that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Dream Team.
Dream team. So I'm sorry, you were talking about the era.
So I remember, so when I auditioned, it was for UAAP. I auditioned the first year, they were like, you don't know enough about basketball. So I researched talaga the UAAP players para in the next year, the audition, I got in. But I was studying in LaSalle, but I was the courtside reporter of NU Bulldogs, who I love till this day because we were legit the underdogs.
Under Bulldogs.
Under Bulldogs. This is before they were bought by SM. So they had zero resources. As in, they were training in Ateneo. When I watched their rehearsals, practice pala. When I watched their practice, it was in the Ateneo gym. So zero, like, not as much resources as they have now. And sobrang talunan kami. As in, we never, siguro, in my time with them, we won once. And...
Well, I wish I knew if are they winning now?
Yeah,
Okay.
parati sila
Naman.
mag-top 4.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
Nagka-championship na rin sila.
Oo.
Tama.
Umiyak ako when they won. Kasi they were so parang, yun nga, under-resourced and then parang the other players pa were looking down at them na, NU. And you know naman mga school rivalry, ganyan. But I was so like, yeah, Bulldogs.
No, and during the time that you were courtside reporter, that was really Ateneo LaSalle, like dominating. Even I know that. I did not care about basketball, but I knew that LaSalle and Ateneo were rivals. And I remember, because I was in Ateneo, I have no school spirit, so don't, like, zero. So I remember watching a UAAP game just for funsies, and I was laughing at the alumni. They are old men in barongs going wala, 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 behind the net. And I'm just like, wow, what is this? And the rivalry then was worse. I think now it's kind
Wala
of...
na masyado.
It's
That's a good thing.
Wala na.
Yeah.
it's drifting. It's drifting.
Like, our nephew is from Ateneo since birth. Since birth. He's 25 now. He never got into the rah-rah-rah.
He
No.
was never blue-blooded.
He is, but like, he will not talk about being an Atenean at all or kami yung pinakamagaling. Never. Like,
Yes.
I don't think it's a thing anymore.
Yes. That's good.
Super good.
That's
Yeah.
enough. I'm from both schools. That's enough.
Yeah. And it's also like, really? Why? Yeah. But
Tapos
anyway.
na. Tapos na.
So
And
yun. That was when I applied for Spit. It was during that time. And then, yeah, I was so different. Parang, I mean, I guess, syempre, yeah,
Oo,
parang,
iba ba yung jowa mo nun eh?
yeah! No. All my exes are dead to me. No.
Si Aaron Ray, iba rin yung jowa nun.
Oo naman.
Oh my,
Ako
ew.
din, iba din yung jowa.
Kasi asawa mo na siya.
Kasi asawa mo na.
Tama.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way you talked about us being so different then, the shows, the crowds that we were doing back then, oh my gosh, if you only knew, guys, we would perform for 10 people. And sometimes we would be more than the
Uy,
audience.
that was as late as pre-pandemic na,
10?
hindi naman 10. Hindi naman 10, pero hindi
Sa commune?
tayo sanay sa masyadong marami. Alam mo
hindi
yun?
talaga.
Pero parang nagkaroon tayo ng isang commune show na 20 lang yung...
Oo.
pre-pandemic, 20 lang yung tao sa audience.
Tapos
And commune show na yun na.
Correct.
Tapos I remember one of our students, di may group sila, may showcase na sila, may improv group sila. Tapos, meron siyang video nung Spit. Tapos, nagtag yung kanyang tita. Uy, tingnan mo, nag-i-improv din sila. Sinabi sa atin. Tapos sabi ng student, actually mga mentor namin sila. Ayun, ganun ka hindi tayo kayo.
Oo.
Mas
And-
kilala yung student groups than Spit.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Saka back then, our student groups were very active.
Yes.
And actually, I'm very happy now that the student groups are and the alumni groups now are so active. They have a lot of shows and ganaps and all that.
Kulang pa though. I want the other groups
Yeah,
to...
more
Come on.
more.
Yeah.
We know that you can do it. You're just... Come on. Make your shows. But around the time that Happy and I did improv, we were the only performing group already of improv at that time. And
Meron,
There was one in
Bacolod and
Bacolod.
Cebu.
Bacolod. Yun yung iniisip ko kung Bacolod.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bacolod and
Bacolod.
Cebu.
They were performing as much as we
as
were.
much as...
Yeah.
Because we were doing weekly.
Yeah.
Every week we had a show. So it was
Tuesday
also a
rehearsal,
different...
Thursday show.
Yeah. And we're still meeting each other that many times,
Yeah.
if not more right now.
Nung may Magnet High Street, dalawa.
Tuesday
and Thursday.
Magnet Katipunan and Magnet High Street.
Tapos
Yeah.
pagdating ng mga 3 linggo, nag-aaway na tayong lahat kasi pagod na tayo.
But
That was a
Pero
time.
I appreciate that commitment of, kasi syempre that all made us better, right? Parang when you think about it, like when I was writing eto na naman sa CV, when I was writing my CV in Australia, you realize all those weekly shows, even if they were small looking back when you were doing it, they all add up. So by the time I was in Australia, I had done 500 plus improv shows. And I feel that is what made who I am now as a
Yeah,
performer.
you put in the hours.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
hours.
Na parang-
Can I ask, when did you realize that, okay, magaling na ako? Because I've talked about it before and it took me a good 3 years to actually think na.
Same.
Na, okay,
3-4
I
years.
can
3 years in Spit.
in Spit. And performing
don't
weekly
know.
shows. It took me around that long to be like, to accept na parang, alam mo, marunong pala ako.
Ako, probably more than 3 years.
Really?
More than 3 years.
Ooh.
And
Ngayon, hindi pa rin. Kasi ko lang, marunong pala ako. Yun. Hanggang doon ako.
Yeah.
Marunong pala ako.
Gets.
Naintindihan ko yung
Yeah.
ginagawa nung ibang hindi kami na group. Alam ko, oy,
Yes.
meron siyang maling ginawa. Yung parang ganon. Hindi siya nag-yes. Parang ganyan.
Pero dati kasi, personally, when I knew that I wasn't contributing anything to the shows and I knew that it was bad because of me, I really took that too.
yeah, masakit siya.
Oo.
Oo
Na
naman.
alam kong, yok, kasalanan ko yun eh. Alam mo yun?
Mali ako dun.
Yung SmackDown, inis na inis ka kasi ikaw yung huling hindi pinili.
Oo.
So yung
Tapos yung when we had to choose teams.
Yeah. So may dalawang team captain and then each of them had to choose their teammates and you were the last
I was
pick.
the last pick until now. See, this is the story that I
This is
tell
real
over
trauma.
and over and over again. And my crush was in the audience during that
no.
show. I'm not gonna tell you. He's gross, but
He's dead to us.
so
Yeah.
he's gross now.
Ay, aalamin ko yan. At malalaman ko kung sino.
My God. Oh my God.
Kilala mo?
Oh my, no. Sorry. I just had kasi when you asked me when was that time that it clicked na may skill ka pala, may talent. And then I couldn't remember. But now, speaking of exes and gross people in your life, kung nanonood ka, di mo naman ito maintindihan kasi pangit ka. Wow! Okay, anyway,
Kilala ka
he
na,
told me. Okay, remember when before Bucon was always guys,
Yes.
and then they did a little Miss version, and then during rehearsals we were jamming, practicing it, and then I said, kaya ko pala to. I know how to play beauty contest. And then the first time I played it publicly in RCBC, my ex-boyfriend told me, I don't think you should play that game.
No.
Ex na ba kayo nun? O hindi?
Hindi! Inasayang sa ulo. Oh my God! If you're watching, I just want you to know, pangit ka.
Damn, that's a hard blow.
He
That's
said
a
that.
hard blow.
He said, I don't think you're good at this game. And I was like, I was like, ikaw kaya? Ina feeling mo. And then one time he watched rehearsals, tapos sabi ko, tara, jam ka. And he's like, I can't. I go, no, that's a rule of spit. Kailangan maki-jam ka. And then he's like, I can't. Sick daw siya. Like, gago ka, tapos sasabihin mo, hindi ako magaling sa beauty
Paano
contest.
siya nakasama kung may sakit siya? Paano siya nakalabas ng bahay?
Diba? Nakakainis. Tapos pangit siya. Yun yung pangit siya. Bad decisions. I forgive myself. It's not my fault.
Naman yung asawa ngayon ni Happy, napakagwapo. Naman.
And supportive. Oh
Yes.
my God. He's a stage husband.
Supportive, nerd,
Everything.
intelligent. So
Yes.
Happy is in really good hands right now.
Oh my God. I love you,
And he
Kerwin.
would
Whoa.
never.
Shout out kay Kerwin.
We're gonna make a baby this year.
Wow, fit and fertile.
Fertile 2025.
2025.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. Para lang may closure yung story. So he said that. And I was like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna break up with this guy. So that was red flag. And then, finally, I won one of the most major beauty contests. MIF, Manila
Fish?
Improv Fest, Miss Fish.
Yes.
2017 ba
That was
yun?
a great win.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And I was so happy kasi my in-laws pa were watching.
That was a really good.
And then I won
beauty
sa
contest.
festival. Yeah, I go, baka kasi yung beauty ko hindi pang RCBC, pang festival.
Yes, international.
Yes. So that was a moment where I was like, ito sa'yo!
Yeah.
Sabi mo, hindi ako magaling.
Wow.
Ang Peta Theater.
Pang Peta Theater. And then I think moving also to Australia had cemented in me na ito pala yung purpose kung bakit natin to ginawa before. Like, it wasn't making sense. Why are we doing so many shows, trial and error? Bakit tayo gawa lang ng gawa? Shout out, Jason.
Shout out Jason Conanan.
Di ba? Ang dami nating ginawa na parang, di ba, we had pa a horror tour, we
Yes.
had all these like fringe shows, ganyan.
And there were bad shows.
There
a
were
lot
many bad
of
shows.
bad
Many bad shows.
shows.
But I feel that's who that all made who we are today. Like, that's a part of it. And looking back, I said, eto pala yun. And then when I moved to Australia, sorry, ito na yung last major moment na I felt improv is really like, it's really a thing. Kasi before you're like, it's just a hobby. You can't make money out of
Oh,
that,
wow,
diba?
yes.
Yung parang,
Oh my God. That
sa
was
kaka-improv mo, anong mapapala niyan? Diba?
In fact, may TF kami na may coins.
Cash. Wala pa kasing Gcash. And in Australia, there was parang ito sa TV show, there was an audition for a TV show, supposedly for a streaming platform. So this is another turning point, para lang sa ex ko. You let this go! Feeling, I'm ano ba? I'm married na.
Ang daming galit. Ang daming galit ah.
Hindi kasi na-realize ko, I was like, gago yun ah. Why did he say that?
Yeah, that's true.
Kapal, red flag. Yeah, bakit mo sinabi yun? Aling camera?
Camera
Aling
ba?
camera? Bakit mo sinabi yun? Bakit mo sinabi yun? If a guy doesn't support you, leave.
Boo.
Yuck,
I
Lee.
agree. I agree with
Yes,
that. I agree
yes.
with that.
Okay, so anyway, so beauty contest, nanalo na ako sa PETA. Yun, won, yes.
Yes.
And then, in Australia, there was a call out. They were like, we are looking for actors who are, who have improvisation skills. We are auditioning for a role that will be part of a streaming platform, undisclosed pa. And parang, yun, so they're like, so we're looking for improv actors. So I went to the audition. I was the only non-white person there. Pagpasok ko, everybody was like the waki-waki, ganyan. They were like, the waki-waki. So, parang I was so nervous na. I was like, oh my God. They're like, I'm just the diversity hire. Parang they just...
Ikaw si DEI.
Yes, ako si DEI. They got
DEI
me.
token.
Yeah, para they can see na, oh, we auditioned naman a brown person pero she didn't make it. So, alam mo yun, parang, so, I was, ganyan yung mindset ko. I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell am I doing here? Parang, I don't fit in this place, ganyan. Then finally, they called me in. And then, they were like, by the way, this show is for Disney Plus. And it's gonna star Chris Hemsworth. And the reason why we need improvisers. Oh, last 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
How subtle.
Subtle, yeah. So they're like, with Chris Hemsworth, and then they were like, we need improvisers because parang the concept of the show is like immersive. It's like immersive theater. And we've done so much of that as Spit, right? We were in character in a hacienda, ganyan. We did ghost tours in character. So I was like, okay, kaya ko to. So she said, immersive theater kasi Chris Hemsworth is gonna go through a series of parang life experiments. And you're gonna simulate being inside a retirement home. So when they said, you're gonna simulate being inside a retirement home, I said, there is no way that they're not gonna choose me because every retirement home in this world has a Filipino!
Yes.
Yes.
Yes! So I
Nurse,
was like,
caregiver.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was like, akin na to. Yuck! Akin na to. So in the audition, talagang I really channeled yung sobrang bibo na nurse. As in, to the point yung parang yung happy to serve, ganon. Then I made pa a tagline. And then I was like, hi, welcome to ganyan. So I had this character that I created based on that. Because I was like, they can't not get me. I'm like, it's just wrong if they don't cast me for this. So parang nag-shift yung mindset ko. And then, ang dami-daming nag-audition. They chose 4, and I was one of the 4.
Hey, watch it on Disney Plus. You will see Happy's face.
Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, episode 6. I'm in the first 10 minutes, so yun lang panoorin nyo.
Nice. Galing mag-promote.
And I think that's a beautiful way to end this episode. Look at that story of triumph. Wow. So thank you so much for listening to this conversation.
Anong lesson of the story?
The lesson of the story is persist.
All right.
All right. So thank you everyone for listening. See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Spit Manila.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.